What is good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. I gotta talk about this great card and awesome fight coming up. O'Shaquie Foster will be taking on and defending his WBC title at 130 pounds versus Abraham Nova. And this one should have happened a long time ago. This will go down tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow on Friday the 16th on ESPN and ESPN Plus around 5:10, 5:20 Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it. The whole card is good, okay? But this is the main event, of course. O'Shaquie is headlining once again. And this right here is going to be a good fight. I made a video about O'Shaquie Foster, Nova, Shakur, and Colbert in the meantime video over 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I knew at the time that Nova didn't want to fight O'Shaquie Foster. So my video when it's played. But about this fight right here, I believe it's going to be a fire fight. I believe it's going to be highly entertaining. I believe the people that don't know who O'Shaquie Foster is will know after this fight for sure. I think he's going to put on a masterclass performance. I think O'Shaquie Foster, I believe him. I think he's levels above Nova, and that's no disrespect to Nova because he's a good fighter also. But the ability that I know that O'Shaquie Foster possessed, and the fact that, he's so athletic and, talented. He's heavily skilled, I think his footwork, man. His footwork is so underrated. It's crazy. It makes him sick. Seriously. Seriously, man. In the heart that O'Shaquie Foster have, all of that, makes the difference. The man got a long, crisp jab. And he's very good at controlling the distance. I've seen that with the very tall and lanky Ray Vargas that he fought. But yeah, and he can fight from every range. It seems like he can fight from the inside, the outside, and mid-range. I believe his inside game is so much better than Nova's. I believe he can fight this fight from the outside. Nova looks like he's a fighter. He likes fighting, likes throwing punches, throwing his power punch first, not the jab. He throws a lot of power punches as well, but he puts combinations together, but more or less straight punches. When he fights on the inside, is more uppercuts and hooks. I think O'Shaquie Foster can time everything off of his feints. His feints are lovely. I think Nova is going to bite on his feints, and he's going to time him throwing 2 or 3 punches coming in on the inside and, hit him with some nice combinations. Another thing, O'Shaquie Foster have great defense. He can slide underneath those punches and come up with something. The thing is that Nova shines when he's throwing punches with his opponent. You know what I mean? Because he usually throws 2 more or 3 more punches than his opponent. So he always, gets flush shots landed on his opponent. He usually hurts them, drops them, or gets them out of there. That's how Nova gets his wins. He can't do that with Foster because Foster defense is so much better, in my opinion, than almost everybody he's fought. Everybody Nova's fought. Foster's defense is slick, you know what I'm saying? And he's very quick. But I ain't even talk about the specs, so let me get into that. O'Shaquie Foster record is 21-2. He has 12 knockouts. He's fought for 134 total rounds as a professional fighter. His knockout percentage is 57.14%. He's been pro for 12 years. He is 30 years old, 5'8.5", and he's ranked number 1, basically, because Navarrete is moving up. So he's basically ranked number 1. You know what I'm saying? He has a 72-inch reach. He is the WBC champion at junior lightweight, and he's coming off of a Warriors victory, versus Hernandez. That's what his name is. And that fight took place in Mexico City, where Hernandez is from. Man, that joint was fire. Anybody that missed O'Shaquie last fight, you need to go check that out, man. The championship rounds was fire. He ended up stopping him and dropping him. You know what I'm saying? He dropped him in the 11th and stopped him in the 12th, man, on looked like could have been a robbery and a decision, because he definitely won that fight before the referee stopped it. But you know what I'm saying? He is a WBC champion, and he got that belt when he fought 36-0 Ray Vargas in a one-sided clinic. You hear me? The fight before that, he fought. It was another fight outside this country, and that fight was in Dubai, where he took a man's O after dropping him. Like, man, the guy's highly talented. I just don't think that Nova is ready for a fight like this. You know what I'm saying? And they should have fought 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? To be 100, or probably longer than that. But we also know that Oshaki Foster power carries to the championship rounds. So he's been known to drop fighters in the 12. So I mean, possibly. I know for sure Oshaki Foster is going to win this fight. He could win in decision, unanimous if that's going to happen. But man, I get it's 9 rounds max. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Oshaki Foster stopping Nova, but I'm gonna get to Nova Specs real quick. Nova Specs is 23-1. He has 16 knockouts. He has one knockout loss. He's fought for 112 rounds total in his professional career. His knockout percentage is 69.57%. He's been pro for 8 years. He's 30 years old, 5'9", with a 72-inch reach, and he's coming off of a third round KO. But the guy that he fought was undefeated at a lot of fights. But if you look at his record, it was like he fought a lot of people that had a lot of losses. Man, his record has been fluffed up a little bit, and his KO loss came from Robisi when he fought at 126 pounds back in June of 2022. And yeah, Abraham Nova is a good fighter. I just think that he likes fighting more than boxing, if you understand what I'm saying. He'll rather get into a fight rather than just to use more boxing IQ. And you know what I'm saying? He doesn't really rely on a bunch of defense. You know what I mean? He does move out the way of punches. He will block punches, but that's kind of the extent of it. And he just, he likes putting on a show. He's a very entertaining fighter. He throws punches. Like I said, he throws a lot of punches. He throws during while punches are being thrown at him, which makes it very entertaining. But I just don't think that he's going to come out with the victory over Oshaki Foster. So I got Foster by, I would say, 8 rounds, stoppage, or unanimous decision. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.